Hello everyone, I'm your hostess with the mostest 8-second gaming, and in today's video we're going to be talking about some massive changes that Respawn are adding into the game with the Beast of Prey collection event. Now with this, they are doing some massive changes to the flatline iron sights, and most notably of these are the pay-to-win heatsink iron sights. But also with these changes there are some silver linings that we're getting hints through in the backgrounds of the screenshots for these. So we're going to be breaking that all down, and by the end of this video you will understand exactly what we're talking about. But just quickly, if you guys are looking to improve at Apex and become the best player you can possibly be, then you need to check out the GameLeap website right now. Over there we have top level coaches creating the best, most highly informative guides possible. We got mechanical guides, gun guides, legend guides, VOD reviews, and much more. All of these guides are site exclusive also, so you will not find them anywhere else. So if you want to start playing like the best of the best, then click the link in the description, pick yourself up a membership, and start to improve today. But okay, let's start talking about the heatsink iron sights, and these are the most sought after pay-to-win skin that Apex has to offer. Now there are quite a few pay-to-win skins in the game. The Flatline has the heatsink, the R99 has a couple battle pass ones, the Wingman has a couple, and these skins just basically improve the iron sight, so even if you don't find a sight in the game, you're not completely screwed. But the heatsink was the most famous out of the bunch of those, and it was to the point where everyone was constantly talking about reskins potentially coming out for them even though they weren't actually true. But now we know why the recolors aren't actually coming out, and that's because Respawn is cracking down on these pay-to-win sites. Now in the past, Respawn has stated that they don't want to add any more pay-to-win skins into the game, but now it seems like they're taking the ones that are in the game out to level the playing field. In the patch notes that they have for this specific iron sight change, they did say, quote, "We believe that any competitive edge in Apex Legends should be gained by honing your skills and not due to any perceived advantages from buying gun skins." So in Respawn's own words, pay-to-win skins are a thing of the past. Now, of course, this does suck for the players who were around during Season 4 and did grind to get that skin. And also it does crush the hopes and dreams of the players who have been around hearing the rumors about the reskins, really hoping that they would come out. But on the other side, playing devil's advocate, it now levels the playing field for all the players, even though if they weren't around back in Season 4. So even if you did grind out the battle pass, you don't have an advantage on someone just because you have a skin. And this starts to push players to find actual sights on the ground, even if they're not the ideal ones. Like, I know that a lot of people aren't big fans of the 1-2, but if you find one and your iron sights aren't as good, you might be forced to use it. But I also want to point out that Kral Rindo did make a very fantastic point. He said that people should like the skins in the game for the way that the skin looks and their personal preference, not because it has nice iron sights. He points out that every single time a skin comes out, no matter how amazing it looks, the only thing that people care about is the iron sights. Doesn't matter how cool of a skin it may be, if it doesn't have good iron sights, people are immediately turned away from buying it. He also does hope that these changes come out to other guns like the R99 as well, so that the same effect happens on those guns. But guys, let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. Do you think the pay-to-win skins should be a thing? Let me know your opinions. But even though these iron sight changes are absolutely massive and they're shaking up things in the community, there are some silver linings that are coming out of this. Now at the start of the season, we did see some changes to the gold knockdown shield. They took the self-res out of it and put in the Guardian Angel perk. But because self-res is now out of the game, firing range 1v1s were a thing of the past because every single time you die, you have to go collect your gear again. And that's just way too annoying to do time after time. But a lot of players really liked the 1v1s because it was a great way to practice and get more experience. So they were constantly begging and pleading with the devs to add the self-res back into the firing range. Now the devs have stated that they don't plan on bringing self-res back to the firing range, but they do have other changes planned. And with the release of the screenshots showing the iron sight changes, we can actually see that they're in the firing range and there are extra buildings being added in the background. Now these are the buildings that we do see in Kings Canyon, but this has me thinking that we might be seeing a side of the firing range get an update where there are buildings, maybe even some zip lines thrown in, so that when the 1v1s do get added in, you can practice on multiple different terrains. It would be amazing practice to be able to push buildings, or even have somebody play a Caustic or a Watson and try to be a bunker buster and get some practice that way. Now this has not been confirmed yet, it's just part of the screenshot, so do take this with a little bit of a grain of salt. But if we do see these changes coming into the firing range, that would absolutely be huge for Apex and the future of it, because this would change the 1v1s forever. But what do you guys think about these firing range changes? Do you like the buildings coming in? Do you hope they just add the 1v1s back in and keep everything the way it is? Let me know in the comments. And with with all this being said, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new. If you did and you want to stay up to date with the latest and greatest Apex Legends tips, tricks, and news, don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button. Thank you all for watching. Once again, I'm 8 Second Gaming, and I will see you in the next one.